On this Fun Haver field test, we're here at the School of Drift, and I have a special guest.
What's up, Teach?
What's up, dude? How are you?
I brought you an apple. I think I'm gonna need some extra credit on my drift lesson.
I might be able to help you a little bit with that. How about I upgrade you to the Mustang for this one?
Awesome.
Think about that. You taught me how to jump. I'm gonna teach you how to keep it steady on the track here. All right, so we're gonna set you up in this S197 Ford Mustang. It's an RTR. It's got a really good suspension package, some BCs. It's also got Nitto Invos in the front and G2s in the rear.
Sick.
Lots of grip. We'll be able to get you set up to be ripping in no time in this thing.
Well, like I literally have zero road experience, all four-wheel drive stuff, nothing two-wheel drive. So this is gonna be so far out of my comfort zone, it's not even funny, but I'm so stoked.
Sick.
I'm
really
stoked.
pumped for you. I'm excited to see, because like you taught me how to do some jumping, now I get to teach you how to do this. But you know how to drive a manual at least, right?
I do. I probably haven't driven one for quite a while, but I did drive a manual for a lot of years. So
Sweet.
We'll be good.
We'll tune you up on that, but we'll get you drifting in no time. We're gonna start you off with some J-turns.
Okay.
And then in the same position, we'll do donuts as well and get you dialed in on how you're using the handbrake timing as well as some steering input. Then we'll move you on to a single turn, which is right here behind us.
Yep.
Then we'll do transitioning, which is where it starts getting really tricky, where we'll put two turns together and tie them together.
Okay.
And then we'll start working on sections of the track that have different attributes to get you dialed in, so no matter where you go, you'll be good.
Cool.
All right, so first thing we're gonna start off with might seem a little bit simple, but it's gonna get the timing for pretty much everything else you're gonna learn in drifting.
Okay.
So you're gonna come into this turn at about 3,500 RPM in second.
Okay.
And you're gonna use this section here as your handbrake section.
Gotcha.
And the big thing with the handbrake is you're gonna need to be in on the clutch while you're pulling the handbrake every time, no matter what.
All right.
So think of it like, have you snowboarded before or skateboarded?
Yep.
Okay, so like when you pop an ollie type thing, you're lifting up your foot and then your back foot, and then you're kind of centering your body, right?
Right.
So the timing of those things is very crucial. You're pushing in on the clutch, grabbing the handbrake, and you're letting go of the handbrake before you let it out.
Okay.
So it's the same type of concept, you know?
Right.
So yeah, so about 3,500 RPM in second, you'll handbrake into this area here, which we'll call an outer zone. We'll call it that for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Once the nose of your car is clear of this yellow cone, you're gonna pick up the throttle and spin around it.
Okay.
I don't wanna get too complicated. I'll let you see how you naturally do it.
Okay.
And then we'll fine tune you from there.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Sweet, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right, give it a shot. Let's see what you got.
I got the cone.
Yeah, you did. And this way. Come forward just a little bit.
I got the cone.
Dude, dialed. A little squirrely on the exit, but that was pretty dialed. Same thing, just the other direction. There we go. Oh yeah, getting a little jam button there, perfect. For those of you who don't know what the jam button is, that's the gas pedal. The loud pedal. Yep, do it again. Perfect. So you did good, J-turns,
Thanks,
success.
Sir.
So
Awesome.
you're good. So we're gonna do the same layout, but rather than looking up the track after you do the J-turn, continue to stare at the cone and do 2 donuts around it.
Okay, go all the way around it.
Twice.
Twice.
Yep. So a little more RPM. Yeah, he's being a little bit too timid on the throttle, which is good. I said 4,000, he went to 8,000. That was like 8,000. Remember when you were like, go a little faster over the jump and I went to the flats? That's what you just did here, but it's fine. It's a little safer for this one. Can't make someone a good drifter in only one direction. You got the Arnie Palmer on there. Dude, that was so really sick. Good, dude.
That was so sick.
You were dialed.
That was sick.
You were like this far from the cone the whole time too. It was dialed.
So sick.
That was really good. I'd call that a success. I think we can move on to the first full drift turn.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna move you on to your first drift turn.
Okay.
Don't like get it over glorified or anything. Let's get it dialed in. But so we're gonna work on this left-hander here. Try not to drift the right-hander afterwards.
Okay. So when I'm looking up, am I looking at that cone?
Yep.
How far
so
out am I
you're
looking?
coming through here, and I'm glad you asked because no one ever does. Motorsports guys, I'm telling you, they actually pay attention when they drive. So you're on the handbrake here, you're staring at these two cones.
Yep.
Once you know you're clear of this, you're staring at the yellow cone.
Okay.
You're powering to the yellow cone. Once you know you're gonna make it there, you're focusing on your finish, not blowing off track or you know, not looking at trees. You know. Yeah, you ready?
Awesome, dude, I'm having so much fun. This
Hell
is so
yeah.
cool.
I'm pumped. All right. It's pretty good. Line was a little off, but the timing and everything was good. We're making a lot of progress quickly here. Oh, danger!
It felt so good,
I know you want to drive off-road, dude, but let's try to keep it on the track.
but I pushed in the clutch because I felt like I was on the RPMs too hard. Like I felt like I was hitting the motor.
And you just went right where the
It's
front
the
tires
second
went.
I pushed in the clutch, it just,
Yep.
slid me straight off.
Don't worry about the motor.
Okay. Like
Nothing
you
you
can just
can-
keep it at second gear.
Yeah,
like,
nothing you do to this thing is going to be worse than what
Okay.
Vaughn or myself has done to this. I promise you.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
I mean, you just barely were in the rev limiter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I love it. Well,
Yeah, it's fine.
That's awesome.
That was pretty much it. That was solid. That was it, dude.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
That felt awesome. That was
Smoother?
Yeah.
I'd like to see you do it 3 times in a row good,
For
and
sure.
then we can move on to the next section.
Okay.
3 times in a row. We might be here all day. There we go. Dude, that was perfect. All right, I need 2 more of those.
Okay.
Pretty good, I'll count that. That's 2 in a row. Dude, that was good. I'll give you, that's 2 in a row.
Okay.
You got 1 more.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Oh! Good, I'll count it. That's 3, perfect. I give you a pass, dude. Dude, so you drifted your first turn.
Yeah.
And you got 3 in a row that were really good.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I'm super stoked. I had a lot of animosity about coming and thought I'd just be looping over and over and over again. So I'm stoked on your patience, and every time I screw up, you know exactly what to tell me. So like I'm just pumped. I'm having a blast and love it.
I'd definitely say you're one of the better students I've taught, so you're doing good.
All right.
So if you're having trouble, don't get frustrated yet. Usually like this spot we're not working on until like 2.5 hours in.
Okay.
And we're only an hour in, so
right.
you're doing pretty good,
All
okay?
right. I'm
So
stoked.
don't harp on yourself too hard, but
Okay.
this gets to be the most complicated part of drifting.
Yeah.
The transition. And of course, since I'm the teacher, I picked the most difficult spot to do it on.
Thanks.
So you pick up speed and then you have to slow down for an even tighter turn after
Okay.
that. So
All right.
I figure if we can teach you on this, it'll dial you in. You'll be able to make some adjustments that you naturally do. I
Okay.
teach you some of those other things. And once we get this, then pretty much anywhere else on the track is just picking and choosing where the car needs to be.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is like really nerve-wracking in the transition and working on this section, so I'm always like really calm when I'm talking to them. Don't think I'm not pumped. I'm just like, yeah, dude, just gotta do this. Okay, all right, we're gonna work on this together. Calm, zen. I'll say it's the first 2 turns he did in a row, not the first 2 turns he drifted though. He did the first turn perfectly. Now we can work on the real part of being here, the transition. I had to like make you get out to that spot before I gave you the reward of the gas pedal.
Okay.
Oh! so close! Oh, too much. Getting close. If you want to get out and take a 5-minute break too, you can.
Give her one more.
Okay. Oh, you never say one more. Everybody back up. Ooh, a little slow on the handbrake. He's getting there though. He's got to be pumped on that one. He's getting close. I think he's just reacting slowly because of the big truck in the dirt having that problem. Like this doesn't do that. Oh, he did it! He did it! Yes! It worked. Behind the scenes, I gave him some extra little tips, gave him a ride. Now he's dialed. It worked!
My first corner sucked.
You did it! Now we just got to tune up turn 1.
Yep.
But the timing of the transition, you stayed in drift the whole time.
Yep.
You linked 2 turns.
Awesome.
FD only has 3 turns in most of their tracks, so you're like 66% of the way there.
Yeah, right? Send that one to Vaughn. So yesterday, we got you tuned in on the basics. I feel like you're pretty confident and you're gaining some connection with the car, the track, and your inner abilities. Yep.
Trying to expose those a little bit. And today I think we're gonna just put you on some different turns, get your aggression up a little bit more, and get you to that point where you're shredding.
Yeah.
Right now you're drifting, but we need you shredding.
For sure. Yeah, it's just kind of gaining that confidence and breaking my old drive habits and getting comfortable. So I'm stoked, I'm having a blast and looking forward to some more.
We'll get a couple more technical turns and then we'll put you on turn 1 here for some end of the day shreds.
Sick.
All right, so this to me is like one of the most fun parts of the track. So we kind of saved this for the last bit of technicality before we just send you loose on the whole track.
Yep.
So you're gonna come in, second gear, about 3,500 or 4,000. Handbrake this section here, same deal as what we've been working on.
Yep.
And you wanna be mid-turn through the center of this turn.
Okay.
And then when you transition on this one, you only wanna do a partial lift because you're going from a tighter turn to a more open turn.
Okay.
So you're just gonna kind of steer it more.
Yeah.
And let it go through the transition, stay in the throttle, and drive out to the outside of the track. Sweet.
That wavy part's gonna just
It's
the
fun.
sensation of rolling.
Oh,
through
it's
that.
good.
Yeah.
Especially because at the end you're like, oh, I'm going fast.
Yeah.
And then you're up this hill again, and it catches you and
Yeah.
brings you back down. Sweet.
Let's try it.
All right, let's do it. Are you kidding? He literally just almost got that perfect first try. That was ideal. I feel like he blew it at the end, mostly because he's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Dude, that was close.
That was close for the first time.
Much better, much smoother. I gotta get rid of his handbrake in the transition here though. It's sloppy. I've let him do it too many times.
Breaking the handbrake habit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was all right with it when you're figuring it out, but
Yeah.
it's not necessary through there.
Okay.
And as long as you keep, like we were talking about, keeping that RPM good,
Yeah.
it makes it much smoother through there.
Okay.
All right. Throttle. Boom. I think he's doing pretty solid for never drifting before. So yeah, I think you're ready to probably move on.
Okay.
I give it the pass.
Okay.
If you're comfortable with moving on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think repetition on all this stuff is what I need. Like, hitting it 2 out of 3 times or whatever right now. But yeah, for sure, I'm ready to try.
For sure. So I'll move you on to turn 1. There's a couple little differences there. I'll put some cones out. We'll set it up, and then we'll get you shredding.
Holy crap. That's some serious commitment, like early. And that's handbrake the whole time.
Just to get it going.
And then,
yeah.
but you weren't in the throttle, like.
Right about here, I'm getting into the throttle.
Okay.
You gotta like let off the handbrake so it'll roll back a little bit while you're doing it. So today we're not exactly gonna be doing that, but we'll definitely get you ripping into this turn for sure.
Cool.
So we're standing in your area right here where you're gonna be handbraking. You can see it's a pretty big section.
Yep.
Because we're gonna send you in here, you know, top of second gear. You'll probably leave right where the car's at now.
Okay.
And go as fast as you can to this point, like
Okay.
drag race it. Handbrake in, pick up the throttle, and then you wanna be mid-track. And then your deepest point is where those cones are. You want to be getting up a little bit higher. And we'll get this first turn dialed and locked in, and then we'll work on getting turn 1 to turn 2.
Okay.
So just worry about the first turn now, and you can take the short course, cut through to the right, and then come back around, and then line up again there.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah! Woo!
I wanted to lift so bad in that corner.
If you would have lifted, you would have went into the
I'd
barrier.
have blown out the barriers, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh no! You moved him. I'm gonna go check him to see if you broke one. But I think you're okay.
All right.
I'm gonna sweep some of the dirt off the track so we don't run it into it real quick.
Okay. At that speed, like just the control, it's so much feel of what the car's doing. I don't know. Picking up the pace is wild. It's cool though.
That's your one teacher broom session. You're up next. Dude, I'm not gonna give you dap until you get that last turn.
The last corner? Okay, all right.
There it is. There it is. He did it. All 3 turns. Nailed it. Wasn't the prettiest, but that's a pass for sure. I'm into it. All right, man. So how do you think you did out there?
Dude, this is so awesome. And I know I'm not a professional drifter yet. I know I've got so much more to learn, but like just all the feel and getting it figured out, like you're such a good teacher. I'd make a mistake.
Thanks, man.
I'd get frustrated, but you knew exactly what to tell me and how to calm me down and get me on the right line and get me figuring out the car. So I'd maybe like a 4 out of 10, but you know, I hope I'll get up there to maybe a 7 or 8 someday.
I think in 5.5 hours, I think you're a 10 out of 10 with that. Everything's good. The best part is that you're fixing all the little mistakes that you have and you understand them. So that means like you can leave here and be able to drive other tracks and solve your own problems, and maybe only shoot me an email or a call every once in a while.
For sure.
This weird thing happened. But yeah. So you J turns, good, solid. Donuts, solid. First turn, solid. And I think that kind of got you dialed in for the next turn, which is super difficult with the transitions.
Yeah.
We worked on that for a couple hours, but now it's like almost everyone works.
Yep.
We took you to the most difficult part of the track, the last 2 turns, and perfect. It's good. It seemed like you really got reinvigorated on how happy you were about drifting with those turns. I think they're one of the best. And then these first 3 turns, nailed it. Good, solid. Got a few in a row, and every little mistake you made, you were fixing. You know, a couple of these events we're at together, we put you in the car and teach you at some of those locations as well, because Park is one of the most difficult tracks, I believe. And we'll get you maybe in even more setup cars, some more power, and some more Nitto shredding. And we'll get you out there.
Dude, I can't wait. So
Sweet,
awesome.
dude.
Thank
man.
you.
Thanks for coming out. And I'm glad we've got another student of the School of Drift that's ready to shred.
Yeah, buddy. Let's do it.
That was gonna be it! That was gonna be it!